Go live. Oh, okay, there it went. Yay!
Yay!
Happy Wednesday. As you can see, we're both wearing pink, and I even have pink lights. Would you like to tell everybody where you got that jacket from?
Yes, okay. I ordered this from, I believe it's Underground Cosmetics. I want to say that's what it is. Something like that. If it's not, I will correct it in the comments afterwards.
Mm.
Be sure it's Underground Cosmetics though. They make out like clothes like this that are from like movies that you can't really find. They done this. They even have like her purple like flag team like little like her cheerleader outfit pretty much, and
Oh, yeah.
there's
And this
like
is from Jennifer's Body.
yes, Jennifer's Body. I don't own a lot of pink, but I had to wear this because I just got it last night, and I've been waiting on this for months. It was
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be here like 2 months ago, but it was like pre-order, and she like custom makes like all of these like in bulk whenever she makes them. She even has like outfits from Mean Girls, like later on when Katie is wearing that black dress with like the pink stripes on the side.
Stripe. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I want it
That's so good.
so bad, but that's where I got this from, and the earrings. I also have the earrings.
Yes.
Cute, but yeah, and it was a pretty reasonably priced too. Um, I think everything afterwards is like 85. I want to say, but jacket and the earrings. So,
Mm.
and she's making them, but yeah, and it
And
fits
it looks really
nice.
soft, too. He
It's
says,
very soft.
everyone better have pink on. I do. I definitely do.
Yes, because it is a Wednesday, and on
Um,
Wednesdays we wear pink.
yes.
Thank you.
I almost didn't have pink, and I was like, I can't find any pink
I
shirts.
can't find pink.
Who's ready to get their fetch fix? I
Yes.
am.
So
I
much.
love fetch. It never caught on because it was so obvious that people were copying the movie, but
Uh-huh.
in the movies world, like
I
it's.
love it too. Yes.
Oh, Heather, you're so sweet. Chewing.
Sorry.
She's very hungry. She's eating Taco Bell.
I
Um,
like have not eaten pretty much all day.
I'm wearing black. Is that acceptable? Yes, because of Janice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Um, okay, so I remember being 6 years old, and everybody at my house was kind of like having a bonfire by the lake, and they were all partying and drinking, and no one really wanted to be dealing with a kid. I was supposed to be with my mom, and that never happened, and
Yeah.
So my aunt Shannon was like, noticed that I was bored, and she like came in to go pee, and she was like, "Hey, I just rented this new movie. Do you want to watch it?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'm not doing anything else." So she like took me to her bedroom and like turned on the thing or whatever, and like showed me the
Mm-hmm.
VHS and like popped it in everything and like gave me the slipcover to like look at. And she was like, "It's really funny. Like, just have a good time in here. Stay away from everybody out there." And I remember just like watching it for the first time and like completely just falling in love with it. And we ended up buying the tape, and I watched it one time, like how I said I did, like over and over and over again, back in a row. And my dad came like bursting into my room one day, and he was yelling and screaming, and he was like, "What the fuck are you watching? All of this talking about sex and this and that and the other, and these bitches this and whores that." And he's like, "I'm sick of it. It's ignorant. You're not gonna rot your mind. Take it out." And he was gonna like break my VHS. He thought it was like whatever. And I'm in tears, and I'm like screaming at him. I'm like 6. I'm like, "You don't even understand." And he's like from the military and stuff. So
Yeah.
he like doesn't like to be challenged. And I was like, "I bet you anything, if you sat here and didn't say a word and watched it all the way through, you would realize you were wrong and you would let me keep it." And I said that a couple of times. And he shook his head and he didn't say one word, not one word for the rest of the day. But he put it in and he watched the whole thing with me and didn't say one word. And at the end, he just got up and left, and I was able to keep all of my stuff.
There you go.
So do you
That's
have any like what's your connection with this movie?
I honestly cannot remember the first time I watched it, and I feel like I came around to it like a little bit later. I don't think I watched it when it first came out because I didn't really, even though like I have aunts that are similar to my age, I feel like they weren't necessarily into these kind of movies, and my mom never really was either.
Yeah.
So I feel like I almost want to say I watched Mean Girls 2 before I watched this one.
Thank
Yeah.
goodness, almost actually, because then you would have been really disappointed.
I would have. I think that's because I remember watching that one with my friends, and like at the time, for what it was, I was like, oh, okay. And I was also like younger. I think this was like middle school, maybe, or even like late elementary school for me, like sixth grade or so.
Yep.
And so I watched it that one time. I haven't seen it since. I don't think I'll ever rewatch it because now, in comparison to this, it's just like
There's no way.
nothing
I can't
matches to
believe they did
this.
that.
All I remember from the second one is someone has a tramp stamp tattoo, and that's how they figure out the person is whatever. I literally don't remember anything else but someone having like a tramp stamp or like a butterfly tattoo or something. But
Yeah. I
that's all I
remember it
remember.
starring a lot of like ex Disney characters, like
Yeah.
ex Disney people. There was like 3 different people from Disney on there.
Uh huh.
And it was a very TV like movie. It felt like a Secret Life of an American Teenager episode. It was
Uh
really
huh.
cheesy, really cliche, kind of bullying movie,
Yeah.
and it wasn't Mean Girls at all. Like I almost want to watch it now just to laugh at it and pretend that it has nothing to do with this one.
Uh huh.
Like it's an anthology film or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Just a
But
different world, pretty
yikes. And it
much.
makes me upset that the color scheme of that one is purple because I like purple.
So don't use my color. But like,
um
why
he
would you
says
use purple?
Rachel McAdams has aged like fine wine, and I think that's true. She's beautiful.
She really is. And it's amazing all the movies she was doing at this time. Like
And did you
this and
know
then
that
Notebook.
blonde hair is a wig?
I found that out recently.
Me
Were
too.
you the one that told me that?
I don't
Did
know.
you tell me that last stream? I feel like someone told me that and I was
I don't think
genuinely
so.
shocked. That's a fucking amazing wig.
Because I found out on, what is this? Social media.
Twitter? Okay, yeah, that works.
Whatever this is.
It's fantastic. I feel like you cannot tell. And then this was like what 2005, I think, or 2004, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. But this came out around 2004.
That was a wig?
Notebook.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Isn't yours snatched now?
Yes, my wig fucking flew off my head when I first found that out. I could not believe it.
Oh my god. Okay, he says, I only know Jawbreaker and Heathers, not into many of these kinds of films. See, my aunt also showed me Jawbreakers. Jawbreakers is a lot darker than this film.
Oh,
This is
much,
more
much
of
darker.
a, even my dad, who, like I said at the beginning, it was like fought in Desert Storm and was like, blah, da, 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 like really hardcore, like doesn't like to joke around about any kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Watch this movie and like it opened up his heart a little bit, If you watch Jawbreaker, that would just piss him off because it's just some fucking dumb killing. I love it. I think it's brilliant, but he doesn't like horror stuff.
Yeah. That
No.
one's definitely more on the horror side, I guess. My stepmom, we
Heathers
watched
is a branch into
Jawbreaker. Yeah, we always watched Jawbreaker at my stepmom's house, and so I grew up loving that one. So many people like our age too, they have never seen it. I've asked people at work, like every single person, have you seen Jawbreaker? No. The only person was my boss. And she's like 33, and I was like, at least someone in this fucking store has seen Jawbreaker.
I
Like, how
know,
could
right?
we not? Jawbreaker's fucking amazing.
I studied under the guy who made that film when I went to school. His name is Darren Stein, and he's gay, and he's really nice, and he has a lot of stories about how awesome like Rose was, and like being able to like. He said most of the things he wanted to do in that movie were with the outfits and with the clothes and the color palette. He wanted to make it pop a lot. He wanted to make it like almost like fantasy, like in I don't know, because like it feels very hyperbolized as you're watching it. But so you're gonna be watching on DVD, correct?
Yes. Well, Blu-ray, but yeah, the same thing pretty much.
I'm going to be watching on Amazon Prime. It's not like on Prime. I bought it, but you know. Jawbreaker is on Shudder. Oh, is it? If anybody
Is
has
it?
not seen these movies, I definitely think you should start off with Heathers, then go to Jawbreaker, then go to Mean Girls, and then Scream Queens.
Yes. I only watched Heather's like a couple months ago for the first time because I would always talk about like Jawbreaker and Mean Girls and Clueless because Clueless is like my favorite non-horror movie. I would always talk about Heather or not Heather's. I would talk about the others, and everyone would say Heather's.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I know I need to watch it because that was before the other ones. So I finally watched it. I really enjoyed that one.
Me Too, Young Winona Ryder is amazing. It even says, without Heathers, there would be no Jawbreaker, no Mean Girls,
Very
Los
true.
Angeles Times. And then on the back of the Jawbreakers case, it's like, it's the best teen movie since Heathers. And I don't know, so if you're into like fun bitchy girls who kill each other, these two movies plus Scream Queens is definitely that.
Mm-hmm.
And Mean Girls is like dipping its toe into that. It's not, like the closest thing would be like maybe like the bus hit,
Yes, I do love that bus hit because it reminds me so much of Final Destination. It just coming out of nowhere, just fucking hitting her.
That's like the best death.
That one, I wish I could remember the first time I watched that movie because I don't. But I can only imagine how fucking like shocked by
I
Terry's
think
death
I
scene.
can remember. I saw the third one first, and I was so intrigued. And I was up at my grandparents' house one night at like 11 p.m. And I remember it came on, and I was watching it, and he started getting killed by the toilet water, and I got really scared.
Yes, the fucking weird blue toilet water that just comes out. But that scene of Todd dying is so scary, and his like eyes going like bloodshot.
Yes.
That was pretty traumatic.
Okay. I have my thing playing, and I'm about to try to pause it. My TV is slow. All right. Whenever you're ready, let me know, and then we should be able to start watching.
Okay, I'm gonna start mine, but I'm gonna pause it as soon as this thing goes away.
Bring It On is good. Hold on, I'm moving my thing closer. I haven't seen Bring It On in years. I don't even know if I remember it.
I haven't either, but I found
Kirsten something in it. Kirsten, not Bell.
I found the VHS and the DVD from Goodwill. I remember watching, which one was it? I don't remember watching the original one that much, but the one with Hayden Panettiere, is that how you say your last name?
Yes, Hayden Panettiere.
Yes, I remember loving that one, and I watched that one the most. Whatever one that is, I can't really remember.
Me either. There's so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Where? I'm bad with words. Where are your numbers?
5 seconds. Where are we in this? 5 seconds.
I see like little stars about to rain down from the sky to do like the little movie logo symbol. Kirsten Dunst, that's who it was.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play and see where we are.
Okay. Oh my god, will mine play? Thank you.
Paramount. Oh my gosh. Why is it Mean Girls on Paramount? Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have Paramount. I need to get it though.
Ooh, I have met the part where it says Paramount Pictures in blue, and it's like, production in pink. And then it says Lindsay Lohan in green, and I just paused.
Okay, I'm about to get right there.
It took me forever because my TV's a smart one, but it's 4 years old, so it's not as smart anymore. So you have to press something 3 times to do something once.
I've had this TV since I was in like junior high, maybe even before that. I've had this TV for a long time.
Oh, then you have to be patient with it.
Yes. That's why like sometimes it doesn't work, but she's still going strong. I like it. I'm paused at Lindsay Lohan, like the green.
All right, me too. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm playing. Dun, 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 Mean Girls.
Mean Girls. I'm so excited.
I love how they allude to the fact that she's tiny by the camera angle.
I do too. I thought that was It's such a, like a smart little like fake out,
Yep.
and then it just rises.
Do you or do you not get like the biggest thing when you see her face? Just like, oh, Lindsay.
She's so adorable.
I don't like to judge people's problems, but like, damn, good song in there.
I know. And I had heard, like, apparently she was really fucked up during this movie, like on drugs and stuff, like doing drugs. And there's one specific scene I'm going to point out when we get to it. But it's like, with the way she looks, it looks like she's like, it's the part where she's in the mirror, like staring at herself. And it looks like she has that look because she's like obsessed with herself, but it also looks like she's very much on drugs.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Fuck, god damn it. Stop ruining my childhood, Destiny. I'm
I
kidding.
know.
Oh my god, she almost just
There's
got
the
hit by a
best.
bus. I loved the atmosphere of this. The score, they really made it. I thought it was a real place, you know? When you're young, you don't understand how movies work. So I thought, like, they just, like, all of these kids out here. My high school was rowdy like that, too.
Mm-hmm. Mine was stupid. I don't know.
Oh, wow. That sounds awesome. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Are you guys enjoying the movie as well? Are you watching along or just kind of hanging out for the talking? Kick your ass. Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'll kick your ass. It's just, oh, and they're laughing. Oh my god. Have you seen the I Spit on Your Grave remake?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. I found out that Damien is one of the bad guys in it. I literally screamed when I found that out. He's one of the rapists. I didn't know that until like months ago. I know that's another thing I wish I didn't learn. I'm sorry for sharing with you.
What I just say about...
But if you go back and watch it again, I'm sure you will recognize that it's him.
I will never.
I think I saw that before I saw this movie too. So I never knew that. And I was looking up other movies he did. I Spit on Your Grave. I said, oh no, because you obviously know he's going to be one of them. And I looked at pictures. I was like, yep, that makes total sense now.
Gross.
I know.
See this principal right here? He's one of the principals or the guidance counselor or something on the Goldbergs. And I worked on the Goldbergs, and he's really, really funny behind the scenes. I'm actually not, like, close to him in a scene, but there's a scene in the show where he's giving a speech in the audience, and I'm, like, one of the kids in the rows, like, sitting there, like... ignoring my whatever, because I'm going to have to pretend... I'm 23, and I play 16. So I have to shave every...
No, embrace it, though. And let's enjoy this while it lasts, because one day it's going to be like, fuck.
Yep.
I wish I still looked like I was 12.
Wait, did we just miss the part where she's like, welcome? And she goes, I'm from Michigan.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Fucking racism at its finest.
Literally. He's fucking looking at her bra.
I know he did too.
Takes a good couple seconds just to stare and then leaves.
I have to go to the bathroom. You need the lavatory pads.
No. Like, why? Why be so mean?
But did you not have teachers that were like that?
Yes.
No green pen. Like, literally. Ugh.
Why the fuck does it matter? I get not doing red, okay, because they need red to grade stuff. But, like, any other color than red, like, why does it matter?
I think none of it should matter. I think it's fucking ridiculous. I think it's a power flex.
Definitely.
Like, I literally got failed one time because I didn't write my last name on a paper. I didn't get one question wrong.
Motherfucker,
Well, I'm really, like, I don't put up with shit like that, so there's a whole, like, 10-minute story about how I flipped out and flipped the desk, and then they were like, oh, and I was like, I'm just gonna run upstairs, and my uncle worked at the school at the time. I was like, I'm just gonna go tell my uncle on you. And then they were like, no, please don't bring Mr. Moser into this. And I was like, well, I will.
I will. Don't fucking make me.
My uncle is another military man who fought in Desert Storm with my dad, and now he's a teacher. And, yeah. Anyway.
Said, yeah, don't go get that man.
I actually love Janice's. I love her outfits. I dressed a lot like that in high school in Accident. Not like as much as the like quote unquote goth, but like just I wore like skinny black jeans every day.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I wore colored pants, and people be like, "Why do you wear the same thing every day?" I'm like, I don't. I just have a lot of black pants.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Even
I
if I
like
was
black
the
pants.
same clothes, I have a washer.
Yeah. Also, like, is it any of your fucking business? Get out of my face. Why?
Oh my god, Destiny, would you ever take AP Calculus?
Fuck no. Fuck no. Because at my high school, we had early college to where it wasn't. We had like AP classes, of course, and we had early college. So I graduated with my associate's degree before I got my high school degree by a couple weeks, but still.
That's cool.
The only class I've almost ever failed in my entire life was algebra, college algebra, because you can't use a graphing calculator. That's all I knew how to do was a fucking graphing calculator. I couldn't do regular calculators, so I almost failed. I don't know how I passed, but I did somehow.
Yeah, no, don't bring up graphing anythings to me. It makes no sense. Here's what I think. I think they should teach. It's all good. You should teach mathematics to children. But I remember having to literally deal with parabolas and graphs from like the 6th grade to the 12th grade. That is ridiculous, okay? If there are people who are really interested in that, let them take math as an elective and then teach normal people how to fix a hole in their wall when their child breaks a hole in their wall, or like how to fix a pipe whenever your thing bursts, or like how to change a tire in winter, like how to pay your bills. No one taught me any of that in high school.
Literally, that's something that's so annoying because like even now, like I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I could tell you what a cell does.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah, like if people want to do that, then yeah, and not just like everyone should have free electives or like easy stuff, but it's just like we need more than this because half that shit
Right?
I don't even remember. It's just it hasn't even been that long. It's just like I don't fucking know.
Me either. They couldn't make me care. What do you think about the plastics introduction here? I was like kind of dancing along to it.
I love it. It's fucking amazing. And I love all the girls and some guys going through like each like what they have to say.
What would you say about her?
I don't know. She's hot. She's hot but scary. That's all I got. It was awesome.
I wonder what it would have been like to have been a background. See, now that I do that, I constantly look at the people in the background and I'm like, oh my god, like look, there's a girl behind there with like pink streaks in her hair.
Oh my god.
Like, how did they do that?
Yeah. I bet that would have been so much fun. Also, probably pretty chaotic just because there's literally the entire hallway's fucking full of people.
Mm-hmm. Jocks. I love it. Your Asian nerds. And then there's the cool Asians.
Mm-hmm.
There's the other jocks. Girls who eat their feelings was so hilarious.
Right, and then girls who don't eat anything. Desperate wannabes, burnout, sexually active. I love that part.
Oh my god. To butter your muffin.
What?
I cannot get over how young and pretty they all are.
Seriously.
And it's like high school boys are literally like this.
Mm-hmm.
You can go shave your back now. I'm not there yet, but like.
I was gonna say, damn, I thought we started at the same time. Do you want to have sex with him? Boom. Bye, Jason.
That does not look like a wig.
No. I wonder how much that wig cost, though.
I'm not sure. Oh my god.
No.
I think this movie does a really good job at like how vicious it all is. Like no one goes to school trying to be. We're all tired and nobody wants to learn anything. And nobody wants to get made fun of, so they're all on defense. So you walk in there and then everyone's always kind of just like trying to look cooler than what they are. And it just gets so vicious so fast.
So fetch.
England.
Are you white? Oh my god.
The beginning of her fucking amazing career.
It's so crazy. She did Jennifer's Body 5 years later, still playing a high schooler too. And I feel like she doesn't look any different.
Like a really huge deal. And I know, right? But she does look a little bit more like a senior in that movie, and she does look really like a freshman in this movie.
On Wednesdays we were pink.
Hey!
Regina seems
Sweet. She's a scum-sucking road warrior. She ruined my life.
Hey, Danny DeVito.
I never understood that until I got older and I saw It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for the first time. And he's like this, because I didn't realize he was in Matilda. So he shows up and he's all like short and doesn't have a neck and bald and kind of ugly. And I'm like, oh my God, no, that's so funny. Like, that's the best way to insult somebody. Like,
okay. Before Brett sent me this, I hadn't seen it in like, I can't remember the last time. It's been years. So, like that joke went right over my head. The last time, or the last time, I guess, I rewatched this, there was so much I missed out growing up that whenever I started getting more of these jokes, I'm like, it's even fucking better than I remembered. Like,
there's so
hilarious.
much adult humor. It didn't work out.
That was it. Also,
this one hit
I
me like a big yellow school bus. That's foreshadowing.
Lindsay Lohan has a freckle on her lip.
Does she?
Yeah, it's on her top lip. Because I was like, oh, I wonder if she had something on her lip in this scene. But then I realized it's throughout the whole movie, pretty much.
Yeah, I just
like
saw it.
Because I also have a freckle on my lip, but it's not like hers is like pretty much black. Like mine's just like kind of faint on my bottom lip. But the last time I watched this for the first time, I was like, oh, I did not know she had a freckle on her lip. That's kind of cool. Unless it is something on her lip.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a freckle.
I love how she says it's like entering girl world, because it's like, isn't it funny how like girl world is like such a cool thing and like a cool concept, but like at the end of the day we're really kind of like against it, because it's kind of based off of stereotypes that men have forced women into. Like, you have to be pretty and pink, and you can't wear your hair in a ponytail more than once a week, or like, you can't eat, you have to be a certain weight, like, it's like, it's cutthroat and it's vicious, and I love that. But then it's like, oh no, like the commentary on that is like so brilliant. Like,
it's fun for the movie. It's not fun in real life, but it's amazing in the movie. Because I do feel like we are set to such high standards of just like looks. And I set myself up like to very high standards when it comes to like my looks. And because it's just ingrained in me. And I feel like I have to look a certain way, or else like I don't want to talk to anyone. And it's always been like that. Like I have to be like at my most. And if I'm not, I feel very like self-conscious about it the entire time. If I ever stream and I'm not wearing fake eyelashes, I don't feel good about myself. Like I feel like I have to look a certain way, or else I'm not going to be happy with how I look. And it's a lot of makeup, basically.
Yeah. Which is exhausting.
Yeah, it
and
is.
you're trying to like struggle between the whole like what Katie does in this movie is, how do I love myself for myself and still love myself with makeup, and not fall into I'm worthless if I don't plastic myself out. Like, also one time my friend practiced she took a class for eyelash threading or gluing or whatever it is, and she really needed someone to practice on. So I let her practice on me, and for like 3 hours I got mine. And I thought it was awful. I couldn't stand it. It was a horrible process. So I have a lot of appreciation for people who get that done. But then once I did, like, she did it in a way that, like, they weren't so full. It kind of looks natural. So I don't know. I loved it. I loved them.
Lash extensions?
Yeah.
Dude, okay, I've only had mine done once. And it does burn. The fucking fumes from like the glue that they're using burns the fuck. We're going shopping.
I know, the
It burns
soccer
the
field
fuck
makes
out
me
of
feel
my eyes.
nostalgic.
I did not play soccer.
No, I just mean like the mall and being with my friends and going to get coffee and being 17 and driving around everywhere and caring about gossip and trying to go to like Route 21 and finding the cutest top to wear on Monday with my friends. Like fall, winter, or springtime in Ohio. Because it's all one season out here in LA. And
oh yeah, that kind of is pretty crazy. Like because like Texas, it's very much. I feel like it's pretty much hot and cold. Like we're either like burning up over here or we're freezing. Because Texas, when it gets cold, like it's pretty cold, especially for like us who we're not so used to the cold. Like when it snowed here, and it fucked up everyone's houses, and it fucked Texas up, and we had to share power. They would shut off people's power to share it here, give them some time, shut theirs off. We had to move it around. It was awful.
That's crazy.
I better not. We lost power at our house, and it got to like 30-something degrees in our house.
That's why we got wood burners in our house.
That's smart.
I love the way that she just destroyed that girl's thing right there. I never got what Planned Parenthood was.
Me either.
So like whenever she's like, I have her test results. If you could give us a call back. Like, that's crazy. She just ruined that girl's life.
And I like how it takes
this fabulous house.
It takes a second for Katie to like kind of like look like back and forth. Because I don't think she really understands either, but she can see like whatever Regina just did is not okay, because look at how she's reacting to her like mom right now on the phone.
Yeah.
They're hard as
I know, right? Hey!
That was very much me as a child.
Amy Poehler and Tina Fey in a movie, and I'll watch it. I like Sisters. Have you seen that movie?
I haven't. I've seen Baby Mama.
Oh, I've never seen that, but I know about that.
I've seen that one. I have not seen the other one, but I'll have to check it out because I'm very interested. I'm a cool mom. Please stop talking.
Is there alcohol? Wow, I love that room. I just watched a deleted scene to this the other day where she like, it's after they give her the Caltine bars and Katie goes into the bathroom and like messes with the weight scale so it won't go past 120 pounds. And that's how they keep her from catching on to what's happening.
I never thought about that. That makes sense though. I love Regina's outfit. I love all their outfits, but especially Regina's because like that black little skirt and the top, a little bit dramatic. I love it.
I have pink on and black shorts.
I have a pink top.
So if I like put them together, I guess you could say it's a skirt, and I'm just like Regina now.
There you go. There you go. I like it. I just have little gray pajama shorts on. Is there alcohol on this?
Why do you want a little bit?
Why do you want a little bit? Because if you're going to drink, I'd rather you do it in the house.
That's actually really funny.
And
like,
so
who
many
came up with
parents
this?
are like that.
And like, how do you just not notice a dog chewing on your boob? And like, that's such a small cue from like a reference to the lines earlier about them being hard.
Being hard
so
as wax.
Like, that's why the second one didn't work, is because there wasn't comedy like that. It was too young and cheesy, bro.
Yes.
It was Disney-like.
Yes. this has so much funny, like, subtle humor, and it's like not necessarily dry humor, but there's like a lot of them just like saying something so casually that if you miss it, it'll go right over your head. There's something I learned, and I tell me if you knew this or not.
Okay.
So you know how Regina thinks that Janice is lesbian.
Yeah.
You know, I had found out, at the end, she says that she is Lebanese. So Regina, all these years ago, she thought she heard lesbian, or she thought Lebanese was lesbian, and that's why she thinks she's lesbian. I just found that out from like a Tumblr post, and my mind was fucking blown. I was like, holy shit, that joke right there itself. Beautiful.
Lebanese and lesbian.
Yes.
That's fucking funny. That mean I'm morally obligated to burn that lady's house?
Honestly, that's so true, though. I love seeing teachers out of school just to see what the fuck they are doing.
It always made me nervous because I thought they'd come up to my parents and be like, hi, sometimes your son shows trauma in class. And they'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would have just been really awkward. And,
And you're like, I'm not crazy. And they're just like, blah, blah, blah. Just your normal trips to Walmart.
I love this next joke that's about to come up where he says, my Nana likes to take her wig off when she's drunk. And she goes, your Nana and I have that in common.
That is one of my favorite scenes. It makes me laugh every time. I just spilled my fucking Baja Blast because I was laughing.
Because I think she didn't know how to react to that. So she just looked at him and she was like, your Nana and I have that in common.
Yes. Anyways, and it's just whatever. It's jokes like that are just fucking amazing.
Why do you think Regina seems to have as much power as she does?
I think it's just like her confidence.
She's a manipulator too.
Yes, she's very like smart, but in the bad way. Because it's not just because she's rich, because the other girls are as well. But I think it's just she knows how to get what she wants, and she won't stop until she gets what she wants. I feel like she's always like 3 steps ahead.
And she likes to scheme.
Mm-hmm. And
I like the Real Housewives, and she reminds me of one of the ones that purposely. So I don't know if you've seen the Housewives or not, but this whole scene of like going behind everyone's back and through a call totally reminds me of. One of the girls is really shady in the way that it's like she won't come at you or she won't like start a problem with you. But for example, like if she has a problem with you, Destiny, and let's say you hate the color pink, and she loves the color pink, and she knows that somebody else over here loves the color pink. Well, she'll sit over there and she'll naturally walk up to them and she'll start a conversation, and like 10 minutes into it she'll be like, yeah, and then I was completely taken back whenever I found out that Destiny hates pink so much. Trying to like bait them. And they'll be like, what do you mean hates pink so much? And she'll be like, yeah, Destiny just hates pink with a living passion. I don't know. I was shocked when I found that out. And then that in turn makes the other person would come and like now start a fight with you. So it's like she kept her hands clean. And I feel like that's what Regina does. Is like she drops little bombs in people's ears and they're like, what? And they go, like at the end when she's giving the pages out.
Exactly. And I love that scene. Because it just, I definitely had like my crazy bitch moments. And it's hard for me to watch these movies and not kind of be like, that was pretty good. Like when she's like fucking everyone over.
Yes.
I'm like, you shouldn't root for that. But every time I'm just like, God, I probably would have done that myself at some point. Like, I don't know. Every time I watch
how do you not love her when she's in this bunny costume?
Yes. I want
Queen.
to be the fucking dad.
I'm a mouse.
Duh.
I love this music.
Mm-hmm.
No one told me about the slut rule.
Rule.
That's so true. She's learning like American culture for the first time.
Mm-hmm. They're just fucking looking at her.
And then there's like girls making out in the hallway, and she's like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?"
Those kinds of people are called fire starters. Ooh, yes, they are.
Starters. That, yes.
He's your cousin.
What?
Oh, there she said it.
He's my
Right.
first cousin. So you have your cousins, and then you have your first cousins.
No, honey. Mm-mm.
No, that's not right, is it?
Let's
Just
talk about the
making
fact
up
that Aaron Samuels is gay in real life, and I didn't know that when I was younger, and I always had a crush on him. And when I found that out, I was like, "Suck it, ladies!"
I did not
Even
know
though I'm like,
that.
"Oh, really?
No.
He's gay."
Hell yeah.
Even though I'm like perfectly happily partnered, it's like, don't. Yeah. There's all It's because I've never met him yet.
Exactly. Hey, stranger things have happened.
My boyfriend knows that. My boyfriend says if he ever had the chance to date Logan Lerman, I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you better know your place. He also Emma Stone. That's his two things. His biggest celebrity crushes are like Emma Stone and Logan Lerman.
Can't be mad at that.
I can't, especially after Cruella. And I had like the biggest crush on Emma Stone before that movie.
Mm-hmm. I still have to see that.
Didn't we talk about how much I love Emma Stone in The House Bunny?
Yes, because Emma Stone was in that one. So we did talk about Emma Stone a lot. But she deserves it.
There's I'm tripping up. There's no way this is a wig.
It looks fucking seamless.
I don't understand. She's so fucking rude. Can you believe
so
half the shit that
mean.
comes out of her mouth?
She is so mean. It's just like, I believe in karma.
Mm.
So I could never just be that mean. Like, no matter what. I just, slut.
Slut. Yeah, the way it like, comes out of her mouth. And she knew exactly what she was doing, too.
Uh-huh.
She was like, I don't even want this boy. She was like, but Katie is so, like, just has this quality about her that's innocent. She's like, I'm going to bring this bitch down before she even gets up. Like,
Yep. Scary mask, bro.
and I hated Regina. I hated her. I remember feeling that way about, like, bullies in school. Oh, my God. Friday the 13th part 2.
Yes.
I've never seen that until a month and a half ago, so I never knew that.
That time that Brett sent it to me, that was the first time. I feel like maybe I knew that like whenever I watched it a few years back. But then when I was rewatching, I was like, oh my god, that is Friday the 13th part 2. How fucking amazing is that? Because they do it at the same cue, right when he comes through.
Comes
through.
And he doesn't.
Damien, please.
Damien, please. I love that. I also love how she was like, because she's a life ruiner, she ruins people's lives. Like, as if that's not self-explanatory. Yeah. Janice was my favorite character when I was younger, but it might be Regina now that I'm older and love things like that, but I still flip-flop and back between the two.
And that's what's great about this. I feel like everyone is amazing. Every, like, little small character, everyone, side character, whatever, it's just everyone did
their part.
Let's rock this bitch. Hot
it was surprisingly easy. I love how this just like is playing out so smoothly. Like I'm having that feeling where like as soon as this is over, I need to watch it again because it's like no matter how many times pass by, I feel like I can get something new. Like I can't understand the world of it. Like how?
Uh-oh.
Ugh, another calculated move.
Uh-huh.
Sexy bitch. I love this scene. Right over it. Yep.
I love Aaron Samuel's face when he look at him in the back. He's going crazy. But this is Girl World.
It's like
Oh.
there's reasons that they're iconic films because it's like this is one of those ones that you can never remake this. I don't even know how it happened in the first place. Things like Scream or the first Halloween, something like this, and I don't know, that there's very few things that are like you just can't touch.
It's like lightning in a bottle.
And it should never be touched. And I'm gonna get you one way. And it just keeps backfiring.
Mm-hmm. Don't you hate that though? When that one person, it's like, no matter what, it always just works out for them.
Like they just fall up.
Mm-hmm. It's like you can't just have one little downfall. Like, come on now. Amazing.
One way or another. Could you imagine just like everyone actually doing this?
Oh my god, my school would have a fucking riot.
A fit. Shit, this is ass, you guys. She was so ahead of her time. People didn't even start saying that's ass until like
Ass, yeah.
2017. They're like, that's ass, bro.
Literally.
And this upcoming scene shows you how like ruthless Regina is. Like there's just something inside of her that just resonates. I don't know how or what or why, but she's like, that skirt is so cute, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like she's nice to the girl's face, like, and makes that whole girl's day. And then as soon as she leaves, she's like, that's the ugliest fucking skirt I've ever seen in my life. And it's like, if that's how you felt, why would you like
Why do people?
But also to make people think that she's nice. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Very true.
Weirdly jealous of him. I love that cover though of your Blu-ray. I'm just now looking at it.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, and it has words in the background.
Yes, it has like it looks like just quotes, yeah. Movie quotes from the movie. It's pretty cool.
So before she gets reformed, obviously, it would be really cool. Obviously, it would have to be like fake scripted or whatnot, but like in some fantasy world, if they were able to get like Courtney Shane from Jawbreaker, or Chanel Oberlin from Scream Queens, and like Regina George from Mean Girls, and like put them in like some sort of like celebrity Big Brother or like Real Housewives situation where they have to just like they have to deal with each other. I don't know. That would be fun. That'd be fun. It would be like watching them.
Bad Girls Club, but it would be them.
Yes.
That would be fun.
When I was younger, I didn't understand what they were doing there whenever she did the whole skirt thing. And then it showed a flashback of Regina saying that about Katie's bracelet. And it was like, I thought the film was glitching. I was like, what the hell?
What the fuck's happening?
I never understood. I also never understood that this Santa was Damien. I must have just been stupid as a child.
Literally, me too. Whenever I was rewatching, I was like, how did I not realize that was him?
None for Gretchen Wiener's bye.
And I like that he mispronounces it too.
Daddy Harry, here you go.
Was that fun? Thanks for being such a great friend, Virginia. That's so sweet.
It was definitely getting to her.
Oh, yeah.
She's into some other movies that I didn't realize. What's her name? Lacey Chabert or something like that?
Yeah, she was in the Black Christmas remake.
Oh, I need to see that. Is that the one with Mary Elizabeth Winstead?
Yes, it is.
I love her. She is a final girl, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I like the Black Christmas remake. It's nothing really like the original, but I think you would probably enjoy it.
Aren't all three of them different? Like the 1978 or whatever it is,
Well,
and then 2005 and then 2019.
The 2006 one, it like builds upon. It's like they keep Billy. They add some other stuff. It's nothing like the original. Like, and the reason you find out, you see some fucked up shit. Okay, you see some incest rape.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't really see it, but you do see enough. You know.
Ah.
Yeah, that's like probably the worst part about it, and I wish
None of that
wasn't.
shit happens in real life.
It's like, I don't know. There's a lot of eyeball stuff in it too. A lot of eyeballs.
I should catch up on the chat here. I didn't realize they were like popping off. We got so carried away. People like Regina exist and use their popularity to other people's advantage. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Hemsworth is her hall pass. I agree as well.
Good choice.
Yes. This is. We talked about how I didn't realize that was that until just right now.
Mm-hmm.
Skeet Ulrich, is that who? Is that
your pass?
hall pass? You know what? I didn't think about that.
So wait a second. Hold on.
Yeah, that's good. Saw it on my first watch. So surprised by you two. I've been watching
I was a
since
stupid child.
2004, and I just watched Friday the 13th Part 2 60 days ago. So how was I supposed to know that that was that movie if I'd never seen it?
I'm just stupid. I did watch. I grew up watching Friday the 13th. I don't know. Maybe my TV was too small. Maybe
Yeah.
the quality was bad, and I was never focusing on the TV. I was focusing in the background when she runs in. She is. Yes, I was gonna bring that up. She's in a Christian Mingle movie.
Yes.
And it's also called. It's like Christian Mingle, and there's also, they pretty much did the exact same movie, but they called it Christmas Mingle, to where it's like a Christmas movie, but it's the same movie. But it's Christian. Oh, I tried to learn this dance. Here we go.
Oh, all right. I love it in the Thank You Next video by Ariana Grande.
Me too. It's so good.
And Kris Jenner is Amy Poehler.
Yes, in the background.
Wait, hold on.
I want to dress up like this one year for Christmas so bad.
Even Halloween, people would probably get
Honestly.
it.
Oh, yeah. But it's like I can never find a red leather skirt like that.
You might have to make one.
I know. And that just seems like a lot of work. But I probably will.
They're talking about Final Girls and such. I do know that Goodreal loves the Your Next Girl. I haven't seen Your Next. Mine is Sydney, hands down.
Same.
My second one would probably be Lori. And my third, but I grew up with Ripley from the Alien movies, but sometimes I forget that, like, I'm like, that's aliens and not like a knife killer. So it's okay, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Honestly, that was a great part. Everybody in 2004 and 5 was watching this movie. It was on everybody's house. It was everywhere. You couldn't tell me it wasn't.
I love that whole dance sequence. Lip gloss.
Gotcha. They were saying that. Oh, you love him. Ready? That was the first snap.
She has had it, and I like that, like, from that shot to her in the classroom.
Big feet. I love that purple fucking outfit. Purple's my shit. I love the Alien franchise. Even the quote unquote duds, like 3 and AVP Requiem. I like those ones. And Alien Resurrection. I love that one. I don't consider that one a dud.
If you even knew how
I've only
much
seen the first two.
You know what? I maybe stay there for a while, because as much as I want you to see Alien Resurrection, I don't know how you'll feel about them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun to only see the two greatest ones in history.
Yeah. And I only watched them for like the first time like a couple of months ago. I'd never seen them. And so I watched the first one, and then a couple days later I watched the second one. But then I was like, I'm gonna wait till I watch any more, because I have the first four. I just gonna, and I have AVP. Is there two of those?
Yes.
I have those two because I found it on like a little Blu-ray.
Double,
like
yeah.
feature.
Those are interesting because the second one picks up from the exact frame that the first one leaves off at. And I like that stuff, like Halloween 2 and Halloween Kills and
the Hatchet movies, except for Victor Crowley, but like Hatchet 1, 2, and 3.
hold on.
They all
I just got a
back to
text
back.
for something and I need to answer it.
Okay, I'll entertain the folks.
Oh yeah. It
Uh-oh.
shouldn't.
They're about to get caught.
Um,
And this scene is funny because it almost looks like he could have just been masturbating, you know? Because he's just in his underwear, or maybe he was like hitting on him. That's what he interprets. It's funny to watch it like that.
I know, right? Like maybe like a gay thing or something.
Yeah, like either that or he was masturbating. So it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna go.
All right, I had to answer a text. They were sending me an availability thing. Sometimes whenever I get my jobs, it's because they'll be like, "Are you available to work on this show at this time?" And I have to be like, "Yes" or "No."
Yes or no, so I can have a job.
But yes, I love the Alien franchise. I want to do a ranking once I get into the Predator ones too. I feel like Predator only has one dud movie, and it's the second one, and even the ending of that one isn't terrible, but it's kind of boring. But the ending is, you know.
I haven't seen any of those either. So I also have to like work my way through that franchise as well, so I could watch them all come together.
Yes. Oh my goodness. You're so skinny. I love that.
Shut up.
Okay, right here, where they're just coming out of the bathroom, and she's taking her hair down. That was the scene where Katie was in the bathroom reading the scale to only stop at 120 pounds. And they're like, "What's taking so long? Let's get your makeup started."
Okay.
And she's like in there like testing her weight, and then she ties it with like a piece of floss. Then she gets on there with like a giant heavy plant, and it stops at 120, and she's like, "Okay, good."
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Iconic strut down the hallway.
You have to have it. You have to have it.
Lots of 2000s music in this. I mean, obviously, but like,
she's
hey,
hot.
hey, oh, what's up?
I like that they like do the principal too. Like, what the fuck?
Rumor had that they've been some noodling since, well, because the staff knows.
If I was a teacher, I would be like all up in everyone's drama, just because I'm nosy.
Yeah, yep. Oh, this scene. Look at her. She does.
She does look fucked up, right?
Well, that's because I grew up in Ohio in a trailer park around people on drugs. So if you look at somebody's eyeballs enough, when you're familiar with what drugs look like on people, yeah, that's obvious now that I know that information. Even that last little like. He just said, saw this in a theater, such a classic. Love that you two are doing this one. Hi, Robbie. How's it going? Love that you stopped in. Such an important movie. I think it's so good.
Coolness. What's that smell?
You smell like a baby
prostitute. Thanks. Honestly, the other day I went to go wear this outfit, and it was that pink top that I wore on the last one we did. So it's like a kind of like a corseted top, and then I wore like a denim skirt, and then I wore some like fishnet leggings, and I had like little black booties on. I texted my friend. I was like, "Do I look like a sex worker? Please be honest with me." Like, he's like, "You do, but like pretty woman, so
a good one."
Yeah, so I was like, "Thank you." As long as I'm like a classier, like, you know, show a little leg.
So right there, where she's in that like red shirt with her hair like that. That's the same way that she looks on the cover of the movie. So I wonder if they shot promotional photos that day. Because we
Oh,
were taught in
probably.
film school that pick a day for your actors. Like, I don't know if you noticed this, but like on the cover of your Blu-ray, like the girls, that they're all in their like pink outfits with like the pink skirts and stuff. That was like not the first time we see them, but that was the Wednesday where she gets invited to lunch for the second time at the beginning of the movie. So they must have done their pictures that day, and they must have done her pictures this day.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever really noticed that. Uh-oh. Why do you like her? Oh no.
She's cheating on you. Why would you say that?
Uh-oh.
Did he say what? Somebody told him about Shane Omen.
Who?
He said some guy on a baseball team.
I like that glance that they shared.
That's fucking hilarious. How are you half a virgin when you meet someone? Unless I'm thinking about what I'm thinking about. Like,
Maybe she was like, but no, didn't.
yeah, okay.
Maybe. You're not Karen. No, I am actually.
You're iconic.
You are.
Oh
You
my
have
god, is it not crazy that she said, do you want to go to Taco Bell? And you had Taco Bell.
Every time I watch this and I talk about, I'm like, hi. I have a
fifth sense.
It's like I have SPN or something. What? I love this.
Chase, will you guys consider doing a watch of Jawbreaker? Way to go and be ahead of the ball, because yes, we've talked about that a bunch, actually.
Definitely. I just have to order it, which I've been saying this for the past 3 months, and it's literally cheap on eBay. I need to order it, and I'll probably do that tomorrow if I remember.
Oh, yeah?
But
Oh my
once
god,
I
I love how
get
the
it,
mom's
yeah.
just in the background, like, watching her daughter mount the shit out of like, a hot
Snacks, a
guy.
condom. Oh, I love it. Are you kidding me?
Do you know how hard I had to hide my boyfriend in high school?
Literally. But these people are basically fucking, and it's okay.
A morning announcements, bro, so cheesy. I love how they convey them, too.
Yeah, our TVs never worked. Ours was just like
Really?
through the intercom. Like our TVs like never worked.
Ours fell on a student desk one day, but no one was in that desk, and I wasn't in that classroom. That was like a grade below me or something, but I remember that happening. And then
Oh my god.
no more big heavy TVs on the wall like that.
That's pretty not funny. Okay, good that no one got hurt, but it's like, damn. Imagine one time we had bats in our school in the back hallway.
I really love Katie's outfit right here.
Me too. I want a pink zip up, like just little jacket like that, because in Jennifer's Body, she also wears one of those over her like uniform, I think, which is like all bloody. So I want to get me like a little pink zip up one like that too.
I really love the woodsy aspect of Jennifer's Body. I literally probably haven't seen that since 2009, but I remember like the whole being in the empty house, being in the woods on the field, being in the lake, like it
A
was
lot of like outdoorsy stuff.
I feel like it's a really gruesome, like gothic kind of movie. Like it's almost like a vampire demon kind of a thing.
Yep.
Here, let's check Amazon Prime because that's where I got Jawbreaker. Amazon. Oh, don't type Amazon into Amazon. Type Jawbreaker into Amazon. Don't. Yeah. You ever do that just to talk to a guy?
Do not dumb yourself down. No.
Mostly because men are. You could try Sears. Yes. Oh my God. Literally. And her dress actually was really cute. So you know.
It was very cute. Yeah.
Randy from Chase Visa.
And you know why? Because I'm a pusher. I push people.
Okay, so I don't know why it's all the way at the very, very bottom of the page. Like it's not first choice, but it's $7.29 right now on Amazon Prime.
Perfect.
Which means if you have, I don't know if you have Amazon Prime or not. A lot of people do.
My mom does.
But it'll come 2-day shipping for free.
I will text my mom tomorrow and ask her to order it for me.
Hell yeah. Make sure it's the DVD because the Blu-ray is like fucking over $20 for no reason.
Bro, stupid Blu-ray.
And they don't really have bonus features on it, so it's like
Not worth it.
Yeah. I'm up for buying Blu-rays for the most part, but like when it's like an older film like Jawbreaker that was like so independent, it really it doesn't look that much different.
Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of times to where it's like I don't really notice the quality change. There's only been like 2 movies to where I did really notice like, oh, I need the Blu-ray for this because it looks bad. Hellraiser 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of it that I just thought was blurry. And then the last time I rewatched Tremors, I was like, damn, a lot of this looks blurry. Like, I need a Blu-ray. Because I was very anti-Blu-ray, like, when they first came out. So I was a kid. I had no idea what I was talking about. But I was like, this is so stupid. Like, they just want more money. Like,
That's what I
wasn't
thought.
paying
But
for
they
shit.
really are. Well, they've been out for over 10 years now, I think. But I was against them, too. I was like, no. Because it wasn't even fair, bro. Like, VHSs were out until like 2003, and DVDs started coming out in like late 90s, early 2000s, like 99 probably was like the earliest DVD or something like that. I don't know, maybe earlier. And then Blu-rays came out around like 2000 and like what, 9, 10?
Maybe somewhere around that. I think, yeah.
So there was literally like a 7-year period for DVDs.
I remember just being very young. Mm-hmm.
I love this Four-Way phone call. This is my favorite one. It's hilarious.
Right. Hold on. Oh my god, she's so annoying. That's definitely me, like Regina right there, eating the bread like that. I fucking love bread, and I will literally buy like the French bread rolls from Walmart and just like pick off of it. I love it.
Now I want to go to my grocery store and just buy like a giant baguette.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely love my Blu-rays. Like when I'm watching the Halloween movies, I have all those on Blu-ray. Love it. You're wearing sweatpants and it's Monday. You can't sit with us. See, it's funny how it's like, oh yeah, I bend people to my will, but as soon as things aren't benefiting me,
it's like all bets are off. It's like,
oh, that's not real. And she's like, it was real that day that you fucking put me through it.
Yeah. But every time she does say like sweatpants are the only thing that fits me right now, that line does always make me sad. Like, it does make me feel bad for her.
Because there's a lot of stigma about women's bodies.
In junior high, which to me, I was like chunky in junior high. That was the most I weighed. I probably weighed like 115, 120, and I know that's like not a lot for a lot of people, but for me it was. Because I'm like 5 foot,
Yeah.
so I'm short. I can't be short and stout, so I had a lot of body issues. And then I had a stupid ass uncle, which I don't think he'll ever see this, and if he does, you still owe me $300. But let's ignore that. He would call me pork chop because I would snack. He would call me pork chop. I was a freshman, and he would make fun of me. Meanwhile, he has a beer gut. But God
Yeah, well,
forbid
that's
I have
because
some
men
snacks.
live by different standards. Like, they're literally
Literally.
allowed to be like gross and ugly and blah blah blah.
That's
And
exactly how we sounded.
men are supposed to this, that, the other. And,
Literally.
God.
And he was racist, so he's
You
stupid.
know how many times I was assaulted by an adult as a child because I had a Bratz doll in my hand, and one time this guy backhanded me in my face, and then when I dropped the doll, he picked up the doll and then threw it off of the porch into the yard, and then the dogs went and chewed it up. And I started crying, and he thought it was funny to traumatize and beat an innocent child because it was carrying around a shape of plastic that was in the shape of a woman instead of in the shape of a boy. Because if I had a G.I. Joe doll, that wouldn't have happened.
Totally
But because
different.
I had a girl doll, like, why are you so mad that a child has a toy? It's a piece of plastic. Like, and I just remember people like fighting so hard to just be like, no, yeah, like why do you? It's like when people who are like so advocate about fighting for the right to like beat their children. Like, why do you think that that's cool? Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't get it. But I think for the most part, our generation, I don't think our generation's kids are going to be as fucked up because we now realize how much is not okay. Which sometimes, like, I get it, like, cancel culture is annoying. A lot of it I
yeah.
don't agree with.
But
But then
that's
some
because
stuff,
they're
it's like, okay, like, we have to point out, like, this
when
isn't
things aren't
okay. We
okay.
shouldn't do it. Exactly.
I learned that in the first grade.
Mm-hmm.
I threw something whenever I was supposed to be learning, and I got reprimanded and in trouble. And I learned in the first grade, keep your hands to yourself, keep your feet to yourself, mind your actions, mind your manners, mind your volume, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this party scene was one of the first times as a child whenever I had anxiety. Because it always reminded me of all of like the grown-up parties that were out of control that I was at.
Mm-hmm.
On it, like unsupervised at. And Regina's scary, thinking, you know, like, what if Lynn or Katie gets caught?
Yes. And there's just so many people. It's so chaotic. I've never been to like a party like this. Or really a party. I'm not a partier. And I
Yeah.
especially was not a partier in high school. I was very awkward and shy. So I never really went to parties. So I've never experienced anything like this.
I've
I
been to
had
a
too much
few big
anxiety.
house parties, and they're overwhelming. I knew a girl who fell over a balcony and broke her back.
Oh my god. That's not good.
Her
Oh, this
choker's
is the
so cute.
dress. That's the dress I was talking about. That this company, they make a dress just like that.
Stunning. It's like a bittersweet movie, this whole experience, because it's like she's learning new things and she's learning how to be sweet and cute. And like that picture of her and the four girls, the plastics are like, it's fun having your girlfriends around. And like I have lots of pictures around my room of being with my girlfriends and such. And it's like I remember some of the catty things we put each other through. But also like, well, I mean, this shit's too much, but
They are way too far, yeah.
but it's just sad that like she's really trying to be her best, and she got thrown into the deep end with sharks, and then everyone's mad at her at the end of the movie for being a shark, and she's like,
What am I supposed to do?
but her
Especially
growth
going
is great.
from Africa to America. Talk about a culture shock. Like, what the hell? Like, she's so new to this, and I feel like she's pretty much like a child. Like,
Yeah.
they'll do anything, especially just to fit in and stuff. Like, I don't blame her for how she becomes, especially because like Janice and Damien wanted her to do this. Being around it constantly, that's gonna fuck you up, and you're gonna get sucked in.
And she was like, I'm not even sure if I want to do this. And then they were like, please just do it.
You have to do it.
Please just do it.
She was doing it to please them too. So she was just trying to please everyone. Call me. I love that part.
And now they're here to yell at her.
I love this scene.
It's so real because she needs it.
Dirty little liar. Uh-oh. I cannot stop this car.
You're plastic.
It's plastic. Cold,
Plastic.
shiny, hard plastic. It's 110.
You drink awesome shooters and listen to
Listen to
awesome
awesome
music and just
music.
sit there and soak up each other's awesomeness.
Uh-oh. She does have a point. I used to live in Africa. This part. Oh, she did not.
Everybody hates you.
Hates you. Uh-oh. You're a bitch. Oh.
I just remember.
And I want my pink shirt back. I fucking love that line.
I want my pink shirt back. He's heartbroken. And she's like really hit with all the emotions about like, what am I doing, bro? What has come over me?
Uh-huh.
I never wanted any of this. She's experiencing true heartbreak for the first time. Oh my god, she's about to like freak out and scream, which is one of my favorites.
I love when she loses it. It's so good.
What?
Oh, that face. And she has it all in her teeth. Mother. And the fucking screaming. I love this scene when she's fucking going nuts.
I have been that mad.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
have you seen the TikTok of this audio over a video of a cat like gluing a picture of a vacuum into a burn book?
No, I don't think so.
So it's like you can kind of see the fingertips every once in a while, but it's filmed so you don't see the owner making the cat do the things and stuff. And she's like doing this whole thing and writing it out and like gluing a picture there. And at the end of it, you lift up the picture book and it's a picture of the vacuum and the cat's going like.
That's hilarious. I love that.
There's also one of Ghostface gluing a picture of Sydney in the book.
And I love this because like the first time I watched it, I really thought it was going to be Katie.
Twist.
Right
and
here.
It really shows you how evil genius.
Yes.
Is this true?
I need to go get an ice cream sandwich. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, people were saying things about like they were giving us condolences for experiencing some of the not nice things that people were putting out there.
It's okay, I think. I still have body issues, but that's fine. We're working on it. It's just so mean.
There's only 3 girls in the whole school who aren't in it.
Uh-oh.
Your age, you're going to have a lot of urges. You're going to want to and touch each other. But if you do touch each other, you will
get chlamydia and die. Her fucking face. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Ooh, everybody does that.
Ooh. Literally. Like, shut the fuck up.
I literally remember one time that happened to me when I was in like 8th grade and they were like, Chase Moser, you're one down in the principal's office, and everyone went like, ooh, and I was like, I literally forgot my homework. I'm gonna be back up here in like 2 minutes with a paper in my hand. And everyone just kind of like looked at me, and then 2 minutes later I was back up in the room with my homework that I'd asked my dad to bring me.
I want a burn book so bad. Not like to do this shit with, but just like a notebook that looks like the burn book. I want one so bad.
Oh yeah. Love this. Karen.
Laughs.
Boop, 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 boop. The background music.
And I love her pants. I know they're just like normal pants, but I want a pair of them.
I want everything from this movie.
That would be nice. Just fucking chunks them. Oh. For
I have Mean Girls toaster strudels in my freezer right now.
No way.
They have like
I
pink
never made
icing and
those.
everything.
I did not know they had those. I love this scene.
It was a promotional thing.
That was
If you
one
bought
too.
several boxes and redeemed the codes, they would like give you the movie for free. And they never did that for me.
Okay, rude.
Rude.
Liars. Uh-oh. You little slut.
Mm. You do not push and shove.
And gets fucking knocked down. Bam, bitch went down.
Super bitch. That part
Bam.
always made me sad.
Yeah, just like the way she looks, just really. So I have a parent order present.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, that wish does not come true. And so she just sitting there reveling with the cutest purse and matching belt.
I love it. She's crying on the stairs.
The one guy there is getting his ass kicked.
Mom, can you pick me up? I'm scared. That's original.
That's only okay when I say it. No, of course not.
No, I swear.
You're a bitch.
Oh, damn. Take your top off.
The girls have gone wild.
Uh-oh. He grabs a fucking baseball bat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
I saw someone wearing a burn book t-shirt, and it was the coolest thing that they'd ever seen.
Oh.
I definitely would have loved that too.
Mm-hmm.
I love the iconic like little lipstick marks of it.
Yes. Coach Carr, step away from the underage girls.
Mm-hmm. Whenever I was younger, I didn't hear him say underaged. I thought he said other Asian. So I thought he was like, step away from the other Asian girls. And I was like, I don't. Am I missing something?
Who? That does look
underage.
like him from Freddy vs. Jason. I was actually going to say that. With the hat and the little jacket on, looks just like him. And I don't think I ever really got that. I don't know. For some reason, watching that as a kid, I was never like, uh-oh, that's not allowed, you know? Like, that he's, like, fucking students.
I know, I didn't get it either.
I was just like, clearly, yeah, it shows some stuff, but I was just like, oh, I don't know. But step away from the underage girls and the way he reacts, it's like, uh-oh, someone's about to get fired.
I have another text coming through. Hold on. I love this part, though, too.
Mm-hmm. Did someone get shot?
I'm not going to do that because you already paid it.
Sorry, we've already paid the DJ.
Coach Carr's fled school property.
Uh-oh.
What?
Someone's in trouble.
I will keep you here all night. I will keep you here till 4.
And his face does not change whatsoever.
I know. My favorite funny scene in this movie is coming up. Is it the heavy flow part?
I think it's the principal's reaction to that. What he says afterwards. Lying about being a virgin because I use super jumbo tampons and have a wide set vagina. This part here. Yeah, I can't do this.
She's like, I am.
I am?
It's not self-esteem power like the girl pretty pleased with themselves.
He's like, take over this shit right now. You are
Fucking
Team
please
Faye.
help me.
And I will keep you healed till 4.
I want you to raise your hand if you ever let a girl say something bad about you behind your back. Open your eyes. Now, close your eyes again. And this time, I want you to raise your hand if you have ever said anything about a friend behind her back.
Regina.
She's like,
Fine.
girl on girl crime.
Do today a couple exercises to help you express your
Those
anger
feelings.
in a healthy way. Starting with here. Miss Norbury had us confront each other directly about the things that were bothering us.
I love this scene.
The plate had its own problems. After you really stuck out ever since you switched to shark field, and Dad leaves it for me. Dad? I'm pitching
Don't
tomorrow.
drag me into this. I'm pitching tomorrow.
It's so funny.
Which I think found one thing right.
You know, watching this, I'd never realized she said the N-word until more recently, and I was like, oh no.
That doesn't hold up well in 2021, considering
some
all of
stuff
the
that
like
doesn't.
Asian hate and George
Yeah.
Floyd protests happening that didn't get well received.
Yeah. There's some stuff in here I'm like, oh, sign of the times. Like they say the R word many times. I'm just like, especially Regina.
Yep.
Mainly Regina. She says it a lot. It's like, oh, it's 2004. Haha.
Oh, I feel bad for her doing her inner monologue and stuff.
Uh-huh. Just like you sell drugs.
Nothing you want to apologize for? I couldn't apologize for no one.
Oh. She has a point, though. She would get blamed for the entire thing.
Okay, so we're all here because of this book, right?
Ugh.
Well,
I don't know who wrote this book.
but you all have got to stop calling each other.
Weird. There's that's a horse.
Take it okay for guys to call it sluts. Who here has ever been called a slut?
And it's so true because it's like women need to worry about standing together to fight the oppression that men have put on them
Yeah.
instead of fighting each other so that they're too distracted to realize they're being oppressed.
Mm-hmm. It's not my
It's
fault.
not-
She's that too.
You're not fat because I hate, or I don't hate you because you're fat. You're fat because I hate you.
I hate you. At Barnes & Noble. And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for repeating it now.
That's really cute too, how she said, and I'm sorry for repeating it now.
You could tell she like actually means it too. She's just.
And this is so seamless too, how they just put her up there.
Mm-hmm. And be happy. She doesn't even go here.
Do you even go to this school?
No, I just have a lot of feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go home.
Okay, go home.
Okay, go home. She just. Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Her skirt's really cute though. I used to think it was camo, but it's not.
It does look kind of camo. I like the whole orange. It looks really good on her, like, tan. Looks not. Walk it off.
Did you see Amanda's face after that?
Yes.
She's like, you know, she's in some good horror films like Gone and Red Riding Hood, Jennifer's Body, and some other stuff.
Diving into Big Pile of Girls. I love this. She just fucking puts that card away.
Oh, this is where. So, like, I'm sure a lot of people know this or whatnot, but like in like the gay community or whatnot, it's like when you read someone, you like look at them and you can see all the characteristics about them that kind of suck, and you would list that off as if you were reading it to them, like you're reading all of the things that are wrong about them.
Mm-hmm.
This invented reading. She got up there and she was like, you know what? you're about to get your shit handed to you.
Yeah,
We give you foot cream instead of face cream.
her face. God, I'm
I don't know why I
so
did
sorry,
it.
Regina. Maybe it's probably because I have a big lesbian crush on you. Suck
And
on
her
that.
socks I always loved when she like
Yes,
got
the cute little socks. Janice, Janice. Oh. Uh-oh. Look at her fucking waist.
Oh, this is so crazy.
They're all fucking following behind them. Shit up. Harry. Uh-oh. And that's how Regina George died. No, I'm totally kidding.
Saw me push her.
That was even worse. Oh no. Everybody done?
See, I kind of grew up rough. So I am not the kind of person who would just kind of sit there and let a parent do something to me. I would have stabbed her in the hand if she tried to take my plate. I'd be like, I don't care how mad you are at me. You don't starve a child,
Yeah,
even
like
if
I
I'm
still
17. Yeah, you don't teach me that love is conditional. And I hate when parents are like, well, I let you live in my house, or I let you eat food, or this. Okay, you know what? You fucked and had a baby.
Exactly.
I didn't ask to be here. It was your duty, your responsibility. You know what? It's neglectful, and you're an abusive, neglectful parent if you don't do those things. So to hold them over my head is ridiculous.
I've always hated that too. Because it's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? I'm 12. You want me to live
Go into
where?
sex work.
You want me to do that? You want me to live on the street? Like, where else do you think I'm gonna fucking go?
And if I tried to move out, you'd be fucking pissed. You'd be like, no, I own you.
Exactly. So.
Oh, you're a. God, you're a. What do they call it?
You're
grounded.
Grounded. Or grounded.
That is a cute shirt. How many outfit changes do you think she has?
Honestly, probably like 20.
That's really saying something there.
I want to say definitely a lot.
Removing that desk just to make her feel bad.
Oh, not this guy.
I did really feel bad for her at this point, though.
Me too, because she's back in that bathroom. And it always makes me sad seeing anyone eating their lunch in a bathroom. Oh my god. It just makes me want to cry.
Me too.
Marijuana or ecstasy tablets? What are marijuana tablets?
I know, right?
Not just true, extremely true.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
She's like, goodbye, Aaron. You're gonna hate me forever.
Huh?
The music in the background makes me emotional.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we all damn know, well, she did not.
Uh-huh.
She didn't even go to that school long enough to know those people.
Exactly. Like, without the plastic, she wouldn't have known almost any of that. Because all that shit happened in the freaking past. How would she know?
I don't know if it helps or not, but in my school, you were not allowed to go outside without permission. You were not allowed to eat or be in the hallway. you were not allowed to leave the lunchroom unless you were going to the bathroom and you needed a pass, and you had to come back with a certain amount of minutes, or they'd send a teacher's aide to check on you.
Yep.
So
Not allowed to eat in the hallway. Same if you needed to go somewhere, you had to like ask one of the like APs that would stand there like by the doors and shit. Yeah, you weren't allowed to just leave.
like, and I get that it was like a little bit different back then, but even still, like, schools are schools. Like, they wouldn't even let her go to the bathroom at the beginning of this movie, you know?
Exactly. I remember
Extra
one time
credit.
this girl, it was like 5th grade, and the teacher was like, she had like a little, bless you.
Thank you.
She had like a little like purse, and the teacher was like, why are you taking your purse into the bathroom? Because she had her fucking period.
Period.
Like, what else? And
No,
it was like a
you're-
woman too. I was like, what do you mean? Like, why do you think? You just put it on the spot in front of everyone.
I know, I hate that stuff. But I need you. I love that backwards K.
Yes. She's so proud of it too. Mariah. You know, I'm kind of glad she didn't wear that dress because I don't really like that dress.
Yeah, I think she actually looks really cute in the giant, like, what's
like
that, Letterman
the
jacket?
varsity jacket. Yeah, that looks cute. Like, I don't really like that dress though. Great turnout this
4
year.
people. Oh, okay, but there's more than 4, but like, still.
Literally, but like almost no one.
Meetings, now that COVID is a thing, everyone's like fucking 10 chairs apart.
Yeah.
Oh, they said, okay, my high school had an outdoor eating area, but thank you. Oh, yeah, there's, you know, my cousins
had
went
that
to
too.
school like 3 hours away from me,
Uh-huh.
and they went to like a big school, and they like literally had like outside lunch tables, outside lockers, like they could do whatever they wanted. Like, there's some schools that are like that. Like, seniors can go and like get fast food for lunch during their hour break or whatnot. We didn't. That was not our. We were not cool.
No, we were not allowed to do that. We did have an outside area, but it was like, here's a cafeteria. Then here was like for the outdoor area. And then here was like the entrance and stuff. And I think for a lot of times, oh my God, sorry. The spice just went down my throat.
Oh no, this is Destiny's last live stream.
Oh my
It's
God,
the end of life.
Oh,
Doesn't
a lot
even
of the
die during a
times-
horror movie.
please don't. Fucking Mean Girls. In my cute jacket, at least, though.
I know, right?
The outside area would be closed a lot of the times, too. And I never ate outside. Mm-mm. I'm not going to get sweaty. I can't.
We were. Oh my God, her mom's still in the background picture of the thing. Oh my God, I love that. So, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I forgot.
Oh my God, that really freaking burned my throat.
Are you okay? What were you eating? Like, what'd you take a bite of?
I use the Diablo sauce for my taco.
My boyfriend
it's just-
loves hot sauce more than anything.
I love it. I shouldn't eat it as much as I do because I have a sensitive stomach, but I can't help it. But it's just like whenever I swallow it, I could feel a spice just sitting in my throat, and then
Like
I had
a-
to spit to like
Like a burn, yeah.
yes, so it's just like sitting there burning me.
It's so true, though. Oh, Snaggletooth. Calling her ugly is not gonna make her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so true, but that doesn't also stop how ratchet that girl is.
Yeah, she definitely needs a makeover. Very true. Wrong. I remember learning about limits too.
Yeah.
With like the graph and how they won't touch and stuff. I remember that.
He looked so cute. What was on the board? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I love the memes, how they're literally will be like, me whenever I walk into a store worried about my bank account. The limit does not exist.
Yeah. Me, like, or like, how much Taco Bell can you eat? The limit does not exist.
Yep.
He fucking takes off his shirt.
Get
Why is he so
some, get
aggressive?
some.
Aw.
We already out. I'm not there yet, but like. Tina Fey.
And I like that she encourages her, like, to go to the dance. Because she's like, I'm already grounded. She's like, or I'm grounded. She's like, but you're already out, so you might as well. Like, that's so cute.
They can see her personality and see what her true intent is now.
Uh-huh.
I love, looking up after this question. I love how, I don't know if you know this or not, but Amy Poehler is in a movie on Netflix called Moxie. And it's kind of similar to this, but it's about, instead of mean girls, it's about men doing this kind of stuff to girls. And Amy Poehler plays a mom to the main character in it, but she's not ridiculous and funny. She's like really sweet and heartfelt. And I was like, that was like the first time I've like seen her in a role like that, so it was cool.
I have not seen that. I'll have to check it out too.
I thought it was really good. It's very teen movie like this, way better than Mean Girls 2.
Okay, perfect. As long as it's better than that.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I really liked it.
I'll definitely have to watch it then.
It made me like cringy at first because I was like, I'm not gonna watch something called fucking Moxie, but like, it had a good like.
Everything.
Yeah. You know what, Destiny? I don't know if my opinion would change on you if you pushed somebody in front of a bus. I think I'd like you the same.
Same here with you. Have you seen those TikToks? And it's like the friend. It's like, my boyfriend and I broke up, and it's like, oh, you know, like, you deserve someone better or whatever. Or it's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. He's like, I cheated on him, and then the friend changes, and it was like, he deserved it. It like switches up. It's like the friend will say something, and the other friend will be like, "It's my fault," and the friend's like,
"Yeah, but
oh.
no, but like, really, did he? Maybe he led you to that. Though.
Like, did he like actually love you? I love those TikToks.
Yes.
I feel like that would be us. What are we talking? You'd be like, I killed someone. And it's like, and you didn't call me to hide the body.
Yeah.
Where were you? I love those.
I finally killed Chris and Chad for being so mean to you.
Yeah. Take that. Just kidding. This is for me to Chris and Chad if they see this.
Oh, maybe they will.
Maybe. Even when y'all constantly make the same jokes. Love it.
Oh, she does look good. That whole crown part was really important.
Definitely.
Some for everybody else.
Aw. And the parents are proud.
I remember watching this and trying to be really nice to people afterwards. Not like immediately and being like, I can change the world, but like subconsciously growing up, I really made a point to not like yell things at people or be mean just because I could, you know?
Yeah. I definitely try to be as nice as I can unless someone deserves it. And I think that's when you have to find your balance. Don't be a pushover. Don't let people walk over you. But also, don't just be an asshole.
Pick up on social cues.
Only be an asshole if you absolutely need to. If someone's being rude to you, have at it. Because I think if you're rude to me, I will be much, much ruder to you. So just
I think we talked about this the last stream. I'm very much like a person who is, I make this metaphor a lot. I'm like baking soda. You can do a bunch of things with baking soda. You can clean with it. You can brush your teeth with it. You can, you can hide the stench of your litter box with it. You can keep it in your refrigerator to keep, I don't know. There's like a million uses for it, right? But if you fucking come at me with some vinegar type shit, don't be surprised when there's an eruption.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pour vinegar on the baking soda and we'll be just fine.
Exactly. And that's like, because I feel like, especially whenever I first joined like Killer Flicks and like everyone was getting to know me, everyone kind of seemed to think like I was super sweet and super nice. And it's like, I am, unless. And it was like, because y'all don't know the crazy side of Destiny.
Yeah.
Some people know a little bit now. No one knows the crazy shit I've done.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm nice, but don't let that fucking fool you. I have
Yeah.
crazy eyes, and I will
You can
use
be a
them.
genuinely good person and still fuck some people. Hey, Sydney Prescott, Laurie Strode, Ellen Ripley, you can be really nice and still fuck people up.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to rock someone's shit.
Oh my god,
If they
such a
deserve it.
cruel movie. Thank you for saying
So
that.
cool.
That was the most perfect thing anybody could ever say, literally. It was.
That's cute. Brett's a big fan of this movie. Brett really enjoys this movie.
I do too. I mean, it's got that really good feeling. It's like, because of my like traumatic childhood and stuff, I get anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And there are certain films that I could put on that just makes me feel safe. Like everything's right. Like nothing's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably one of them. A couple of the Scream movies and like a couple of other like childhood, like Aquamarine. I could put that on and like be just fine. Some Disney movies. I definitely go to comfort things. I love her hair straight.
She looks so good right here. And she has her hoop earrings on.
Yes.
She's
It's
wearing
the tiny things. And it just really shows you like points about like anybody who would judge a title for this movie or being like, oh, Mean Girls. It's like, oh, that's a girly movie. I'm not going to watch that. It's like, then you're exactly the person who should watch it because that's the whole lesson of this is you shouldn't be judging, period.
And that's what I really hate when people are like, oh, because like whenever I try to talk about these movies, I do like, oh, like a girl movie, you know, because it's not a girl movie. Anyone can love this movie, and that's perfectly okay. Just because it's Mean Girls, and just because it focuses on a lot of girls and girl issues, and the pink, and it's all girly, like that doesn't matter. Anyone can watch these because it's just genuinely a good movie. Same thing with like Clueless.
Yes.
I fucking
people are starting to come around to that kind of a thing. I think the term chick flick is offensive, and I think people are realizing that now. Like, to just be like, well, it's misogynistic. It's you know,
it's
oh,
not
that woman has
chick flick.
a woman as the main character and not a man as the main character. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna watch that, but it's like women sit here and watch it. It's like when people are telling me like things about like, oh, well, you know, like that's fine for you if you want to be gay or whatever, and like blah blah blah, but like I'll, you know, if ever there's male nudity in a horror film, I'll look away. But then, you know, it's like, but I don't look away whenever I see titties, and I'm not into that whatsoever. So how is it fair to sit there and be like, you know, like, oh, but I'll look, you know, that's so,
it's annoying.
That's what really is.
Just, and it's so crazy because I really feel like for the most part, women, I've never been like, I would see boobs and be like, oh my god, you know, like I've never been like that. It's like they're just there, like it's fine, like it's whatever.
Well, we've been taught to like normalize the objectification of their bodies and such, but because no one's really objectifying men, it makes people uncomfortable.
I love when there's male nudity, not because it arouses me. You know, I'm not like, oh, that's so hot, because usually it's still a limp dick. It's rarely ever hard. Honestly.
Yeah, I like seeing boys' butts, but it's just that
boys'
it's being
butts, cute
fair.
little butts. Exactly. Like whenever the original Stepfather, I had watched that recently for the first time. Like I loved the remake, but I watched it, and there's a scene where you see his ass and you see his dick. I was like, oh my god! I was like, that's pretty cool. Not because I'm like aroused by his penis. It's just like
it's
male
because
nudity.
the whole world has gone around kind of like shying around like the male penis. It's like there's like seashells over them on like statues and stuff.
Yes,
and
it's like, always.
It's because I think personally, as a man, it's because egos are coddled and people get nervous about their genitals because they're so judged. And I think men are a little bit insecure about that area. So like it's like I don't know, I know I said the point earlier, but like it really doesn't make sense to me if someone's like, "Oh, I won't look at that if I see it on camera." And it's like that just sounds ignorant to me because it's like, well, first of all, don't you respect your own body? Second of all, looking at it doesn't make you anything.
Doesn't
I've
make
seen
you
plenty.
anything.
I watch the Piranha movies and I'm not straight, but I never look
Yeah.
away. I don't know if you've seen the Piranha movies or not, but like
I've
I
seen
never.
I haven't seen the double D or whatever. I saw the first one. There's girls making out and like all up on each other.
Yeah, and
But like
I
it's
don't turn that off because
no.
it's, or when there's straight sex scenes, I don't turn that off because I'm like, "Ugh, well, that's not for me.
Yeah.
I just appreciate it as a whole, but it's because we're living in a world where because like how in Friday the 13th Part 5, like the director of that movie was a porn director. And like even still today, like 94 or 6% of the directors in Hollywood are men. And there's nothing wrong with men. They are great. That's fine. But it's the concept of that just because there's good ones out there doesn't mean we shouldn't talk about the issue of the ones that are bad. And unfortunately, there's more cases of where put a naked bitch in there because
Yeah.
and it's like
Exactly.
I don't mind if horror movies have like sex scenes in them. Like I get a lot of the thing about that is it's trying to be like a lesson about premarital sex or like STDs. Like a killer kind of stands for like, like if you have unprotected sex, you could die or whatever. But I think there's just a way to go about it because it's not that I don't. There's plenty of ways that I like sleaze, and there's plenty of ways that I don't. I don't know why it's such a taboo topic for me, but to do nudity in a horror film, I don't like. Even I could make a Piranha 3D is probably completely misogynistic. There's so much nudity of women there just for the purpose of men to look at it and be like, aha, because it doesn't serve the story at all.
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't make me mad. But for whatever reason, the Friday the 13th movies make me mad when I see like women. I don't know. Most of the time because I know it probably wasn't their choice. And people will say things like, well, then we'll take your house from you and you won't be able to pay your rent and we'll blackball you and you'll never be able to get another job again. So take your top off. And that's traumatizing. I don't know how I got onto that after Mean Girls, but
I feel like we always sort of go somewhere.
Yes. What did you think about Mean Girls? Oh, Oliver's here. He finally showed up. That's my boyfriend.
Hi, Oliver. It's amazing. I fucking love it.
Okay, let's see.
It's probably like a perfect movie to me. I would say like there's nothing about this movie that I do not like. I feel like everything works. Maybe there's some stuff that doesn't work today, but in the time period, I feel like everything about it
Oh yeah.
just works.
I definitely love here's what Goodreal says. He says 4.5 out of 5. You know what? I would have to say that too, or maybe even 5 out of 5. I think that you can definitely tell there was a chemistry between the actors and that reads well. The transitions between the scenes had a good flow and a good pacing. It went by really fast even, like this whole stream didn't even feel like it was happening as fast as it did. And the commentary on it, every like 2 minutes there's like some sort of joke to lighten the mood, some sort of like other humoristic thing to kind of make you like whatever's going on and feel comfortable. Then there's the story that's just so goddamn intriguing. And then there's the human aspect where no matter who you are or what you've gone through, whether you went to high school or not, everyone knows rejection. Everyone knows fighting for social status, whether it's in your workplace or even in families. I have a hard family, And every year at Christmas or Thanksgiving, it's almost like people take turns. Like there's a fight every single year. And every year we're always like, who's going to be the two that does it? Is it going to be like Grandma and Uncle Steve, or is it like, who is it? You know?
Who's going down?
He said, I honestly wish I had the love and confidence you have in yourself, Chase. You're such a true person, heart. Oh, thank
That's
you.
so
I
nice.
try to be. And then Oliver said he agreed with that. Oh,
That's very
I'm
sweet.
sure Oliver loves this movie because it's an iconic bitch status movie, or head bitch in charge, or hot bitch in charge, whatever you want to call it. I just keep talking about the lessons because it's like there's so many different ways to be a human. Be a human. That's like the whole point. You know, we all want to feel something good and do something good. And
yes, try to lift each other up. Maybe don't put everyone down.
don't
Like she
call Planned
said,
Parenthood on people just because you're jealous that they have a date and you don't.
yeah, don't try to ruin someone's life for really nothing, because none of this will matter to you. You're gonna look back, even some of the shit I did, I look back, I'm like, damn, why did I do that? Like, it makes for funny stories, and I'm like, girl, what was your problem? Just chill out. And I feel like that's a lot of this. It's like, just chill out. Calm down. It will not matter to you.
That's another thing. Whenever like the school is breaking out into a ruckus at the end, it shows you how quick we all are to be that person, how quick we all are to get violent and defend our side or fight because someone said something about us, or because, you know, the second we don't agree, you know, and we're just so divided that we just break out in chaos. We can't have scheduled talks. We can't have peaceful meetings. Like it's such a good depiction of like the slightest bit of gas and the whole system goes down.
Exactly. It reminds me of even like when COVID first started happening, and then everyone fucking started taking all the toilet paper, and how everyone started freaking out and going buying more toilet paper. It's like the same thing. As soon as one thing happens like that, everyone fucking loses their shit.
I think that's called mass hysteria.
Yes, mass hysteria. There's some crazy shit about mass hysteria. Like cases among people, like people dancing, and then other people start dancing, and then everyone just won't stop dancing. People
and
dance,
then dance to death. Yeah,
that's insane. Like what? People are.
I believe racism is mass hysteria.
Yeah.
Homophobia.
Yes.
Nazis. I like if you think about it, it's all just like this giant fear of something that's like not even real, and it ends up being violent and kills you. Like,
yes, it's something that, oh my god, it's truly amazing in the worst way possible how people are so quick to jump on, like the 80s with like AIDS, you know, like, oh my god, all of a sudden, don't let a guy touch you, don't let a gay guy touch you, he might have AIDS. It's like, no, that's not necessarily what the fuck's going down. Like, that's not, you can't do that. You're fucking everyone up.
Yes. Excuse me. Did you know that it was called GRID before people really knew about it? And it stood for so GRID, GRID. It stood for Gay Related Immune Deficiency. So a lot of people have immune deficiencies, like if you have Lyme's disease or something like that, where your immune system is not good. If you get sick, you get really sick because you have no way of fighting it off. Your blood cells and your T bodies are off. So people literally thought that the act of touching someone of the same gender as you with different intention, like if I'm a guy and I touch another guy, that's fine. If I'm a guy and I hug another guy, that's fine. But if I'm a guy who has a crush on a guy and even so much as touches them or whatever, then it like people literally thought that it would make your immune system whatever, because that lust was like a sin and it would like deteriorate you or whatever. And so they literally, that's something that makes me upset whenever people are like, oh, I don't want to go get the vaccine. I don't want to go get the vaccine. And it's like, you bought Molly from some random person in high school.
Literally.
Second of all, people have been dying from AIDS for over 30 years, and because it's in the gay it's not even located in the gay community anymore. I mean, it still is a big part of that, but it's like it's not even just like,
It
and there's
doesn't
been
just single
no
out
attempt to fix
that.
it. COVID happens, and a lot of elderly rich white people start to die, and in a year it's fixed. Well, as fixed as can, like,
Yeah,
I don't know,
pretty fucked up. If
pretty
you ask
fucked up. So
me.
it's definitely a good commentary on, like, you can see how it's like a gay iconic movie, like,
Yeah.
well, here we are.
30.
What time is it for you right now? Are you like 2 hours ahead of me?
Yeah, so it's 8:21 for me, so not
Gotcha.
terrible. Thank
Well,
God.
in case you guys don't know, Destiny and I have had a lot of fun doing these last couple watch-alongs together, and she's even been on some of my other live stream group hangouts and stuff. So we were thinking about kind of like getting together like once a month and like trying to do some sort of watch-along or something. So be sure to check out and stay tuned and look out for those. We don't really have the strictest schedule, so it's kind of like a fun mystery. It could be any movie, anytime, any month.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
But we usually try to, talk about things that we both really love. Try to give each other to say the things that, like, because we love the group ones, but it's so hard to talk when there's like 8 people, and you want to respect everyone else's space. And so, like, if you've got like 9 things to say, you'll say 2 of them, so like other people are gonna have time. Oh, real quick, he said AIDS has been affecting minorities for nearly 40 years in Nova. That's, yep. And it's because of so many stigmas that no one cares about it. Just how, like, no one cared about women being vicious or rude, or men thinking and doing all of these things in Mean Girls, until all of this uproaring kind of happened, and then they all had to deal with it at the end,
It wasn't until the chaos ensued.
Yes.
And without that happening, nothing would have been fixed. It would have just been the exact same thing.
And yes, that's what he said, is it wasn't even about that. It was about eliminating those who were less cared about. And that's another thing that was going on with, like, COVID, and even in relating it back to Mean Girls. If you weren't something to those plastics, it's like you were up for slaughter. You know, that could change your whole thing, and mental health is so important to teenagers. You don't push teenagers. They're the biggest, most likely people to kill themselves. So it's like, you don't play around in that area.
You have to be careful. There's so much going on already in your head, your brain. You're trying to figure out life, your hormonal, anything will just fucking push you. Yeah, and then everyone's just fucking assholes to each other. Terrible, terrible years. I mean, I'm only 22 now, so I'm not like these damn kids,
No, I know.
Yet. But still, it's like, fuck, just be nice. Don't be a fucking asshole all the time.
But even that, that 4 or 5 years that you've been out of high school is literally makes a difference, to where you're like, wow, I didn't realize that, like, life is literally not about school,
No, none of that matters. I talked to my few friends that I was friends with in school. Besides that, no one. No one. And if I do, I don't want to.
I know, right?
I don't care anymore.
I'll never go to my reunions. Maybe if I'm really, really successful.
Fuck. No. I will do any. I don't even care if I'm hot, if I'm rich, if I have, like, walk in there like, oh, hi, remember me? No. Fuck y'all. Y'all don't deserve that.
You don't deserve to remember me. Right? Because you do.
Yes.
You do remember me.
You do remember me. At least you do now, because I'm hot. I lost the weight.
I definitely cannot wait for our next video together. Did you want to do something like Jawbreaker or Jennifer's Body, or we'll talk about it.
Yeah, but I'm down for either, just so you know.
But yes, definitely thanks for coming on again and sharing all of your wonderful thoughts. It definitely makes good company for me, because as much as I love live streaming and you know, sharing all of my thoughts or whatever. It's nice to have like people to go off,
Someone
and it's
there.
nice for other people
Yeah.
to watch chemistry and stuff.
Exactly.
And
I
we get to
agree.
hang out. These are kind of like FaceTiming sessions that other
These
people.
are literally for a long time. I forgot this was a live stream. You're like, oh, let me look at the comments. I was like, oh yeah,
That happens
people
to me
are
a lot with,
here.
yeah, it's me too. All right, well then I'll go ahead and say goodnight to everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, this is what my boyfriend says.
Thank you.
And
That makes me blush.
he just got me started on RuPaul's Drag Race. So he knows how to spot a queen when he sees one. So if he says,
I
you
need
definitely
to
are.
watch that. There's been some like horror like inspired episodes that I've like seen some stuff of. Like I know
Jennifer
there's some
Tilly
stuff.
was just on an episode.
Really? I need to
Mhm.
watch it. I need to watch it. It looks like a lot of fun.
He
I've seen
told me
clips.
yesterday
Hilarious.
to do it, and I was like, I'm not gonna watch that. It seemed because you know, even I'm like, let me go to gay clubs and like I love Pride, like I just celebrated it all month and stuff, and I was like, this is a little too much for me. It makes me cringe a little bit because I
Yeah.
feel like it gives a bad name because everyone's just gonna think that I'm so over the top and exaggerated. And I got 10 minutes into the first episode and I was like,
Hello.
like it's so good. It becomes like a regular reality competition show that you're not even worried about the drag shit at that point. You're just worried about like which contestant are you fucking rooting for. Like it gets good.
I have a lot of shit I have to watch.
Season 4 and above. Yep, that's what we started at was season 4, and
Okay.
you don't really need to see, you know, because it's like Survivor. They never talk about previous seasons. So
Okay, cool. I love shows like that.
yeah, he started me on season 4 because they get new contestants every whatever, and these people are really good. Lots of drama, lots of emotional stuff. But yeah, we'll definitely be getting into some other stuff. And with all that being said, we'll go ahead and say goodnight again for the 3rd time. I'm bad at saying goodbye.
I just don't want to go. What can I say?
All right. Well, thanks to everybody who watched. Thanks to everyone who participated, even if you just stopped in. You know, there's lots of times wherever I'll sit there and watch the whole time and forget to comment, or there's times when I do watch the whole time and play along. There's times whenever I have the full intention of watching and something comes up because life does. So, you know.
There's times I'm watching and then I fall asleep because I'm tired. And then I wake up and I'm like, what am I watching now? Happens all the time.
So thank you guys for checking in, even if for a minute or whatnot. But I don't have an outro that's like for real or whatnot. So
No,
goodbye. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Oliver.
Bye, Oliver.